Hello everybody, and welcome to our overly bright Twitch channel. Now you're here with your toes in the somewhat tepid waters. I guess we've introduced ourselves. We're the Bloodthirsty Puppet, I am Blood Puppet, and I will probably laugh at you if you hurt yourself. So, today we are playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th Ed in the homebrew world of Kaelstos. Before I get on too much further, 3 rules of chat. Don't be a tool about someone's race, don't be a tool about someone's gender, most importantly, don't be a tool. I'm gonna
or a screwdriver.
Thank you. I'm gonna hand everything over to Arch.
Hello, everybody. All right, so we are back in World of Kaelstos. So we're going to go around, find out who everybody is and who they're playing, and then we'll do a quick recap, and then rocks will fall and everybody will die. So let's go with Neil because he's not paying attention.
I was going to do a quiz on what tool are you. I'm Neil. I don't know what tool I am because I didn't get to take the quiz. I play Melee, who is kind of a tool, and he might have a snake monster that is now not so much of a problem? Question mark?
Sure.
Anyways, he's a druid. The end.
How about Internet Ghost?
That would be me. I am Onyx. I play Leon Arcadan, a human ranger, with his adorable fluff ball of a white panther, Ava.
Bitch. She's such a bitch.
No,
She's
not.
rude.
She's wonderful. She loves me.
She rude.
Hi, I'm Arch. I'm going to be playing Best Boy for the rest of this game.
I wish.
Because that was so fun.
That's what I
no.
named the last episode.
Casey.
Hi, I'm Casey. I've got a spiffy hat, and
Looks like a nerd hat to me.
yeah, it's a nerd hat, but it's a spiffy nerd hat. I play Morgane. She just found out her family's been kidnapped, and she lost her dog to the aspect of death. And he was.
I mean, she lost a stray. Let's be honest.
He was going to adopt that dog.
It sounds so horrible when you say you lost it to the aspect of death. The dog's not dead.
No, not like that. He's in good hands. But I'm going
This
to
is
miss him
actually like when you play Kingdom Hearts. Now the dog is going to become a really badass summon that you can do like once in a blue moon and comes and fucks everything up.
Please give me a death dog summon.
I am considering something. This is not the last you have seen of Best Boy.
Holy shit, fine familiar spell.
I'm a bard.
That is
I was about to say I'm
little bit
druid, but
higher
that's not
CR.
accurate.
When you hit
That is a little bit higher CR
when
than
you hit
your
level
standard
10, you
5
can grab
familiar.
2 spells from any other spell list, so...
Fine Steed, it's
Yep.
Best Boy.
Can I ride a death dog for the rest of my life? Are they big enough for like a elf to ride? I feel like probably not.
We'll find out about that. And then finally, Blood.
Hey, I'm Bloods. I'm playing Caloray, who is a human monk who has recently returned from a very long hunt. Cough.
Oh, is that what that was?
I don't know, I think Ava called it something pretty like the Eternal Hunt or some BS like that, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah. That's what she's just come back from. It's fun and cool. And I am some sort of shadow monster now, possibly.
I don't remember that being in the notes.
I can turn you into a voidling.
Oh god. Let's not go down that path.
Hey,
Right.
you said it. You said it. You're the one who said it.
No, I said different things.
I get sad. And then I get to turn into a void. So life is good.
No, you just emit like a dark light thing.
Yeah, the opposite of light, a void.
It's complicated.
It's complicated. Yeah, let's go with that. My Facebook status is complicated.
Your Kaelstos book status.
Yep. Kaelstos book.
Yep, KB. Instead of FB, it's KB. Right, so let me get this music going. So, quick recap. Last time, you guys went into Pearlshaw in order to find somebody that could resurrect Caloray. Ended up finding out along the way that Morgane's family had been kidnapped. Met Best Boy, who was a stray dog that hung around the bar and homes of Morgane's family. You guys went to various taverns besides Morgane's. Met two very interesting bartenders, one of whom was a snooty asshole. The other was pretty chill. Well, as far as competition can be. And then you guys went north, found an old woman in a cottage that turned out to be the aspect of death. Basically made a deal with her to get Colore back, wherein you guys have to do a job for her. And then Colore also had to make a deal for her own sake that she basically become the first cleric of death.
I like how you make that sound like Callery had a choice in the matter.
Well, she didn't.
Yeah, so it's not a deal, it's more enforced
Well,
servitude.
it's a deal with no opt-out.
You did try to like crowd surf on cannibals, so
She
you know.
made you an offer that you literally could not refuse.
Yeah, she was unable to refuse.
You would have had a choice, but
You guys gave up Best Boy to the aspect of death. She turned him into a death dog because it's awesome. And then you guys had stepped outside. Colores remained inside for a moment. Did we have that conversation?
We did.
Okay. And then
yes,
you
we
had
did.
stepped out. Yeah. You guys had stepped outside, and then Colore came out after, and that is where we left off. So, let's begin. You guys are currently standing in the middle of a small swamp. You're currently on a wooden ramp outside the door of the Aspect of Death's home.
We're in a swamp. Being that she's dead, but I know meta-wise, there's like a cart and stuff here.
Yes, there is a cart currently at the bottom of the ramp.
Oh yeah, there was one other question I wanted to ask. It's because Thirsty reminded me. Do I have the 2 gold coins that he put over her eyes in the funeral rite, or did you guys nick those?
You probably just left it.
I forgot about them, so
He reminded me about them. He was like, "This was the gift that he was basically giving her. Do you have them?" I'm like, "I don't know. Do I?"
They've disappeared into the void.
rip coins.
Rip coins. Okay, that was it. That was my questions.
you want 2 gold?
I'd want 2 gold. He put 2 coins over my eyes. You know, for
I'll give you 2 gold.
I don't want. Oh my god. I don't want 2 gold.
All right, in character, guys. Let's keep it going. Currently, still like what, midday?
Midday.
Not even.
Wow.
Do we have to go back to the boat?
I think this is the discussion we should be having now. I think.
No, I'm asking that in character.
Oh, okay.
Just real quick, ping Onyx. Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, because your thing was lighting up and you weren't saying nothing, so I got concerned.
Think we should probably head back.
Where
Alright.
are we?
Oh, we are right outside Pearlshaw.
Yeah.
Also, update. Morgane's family has disappeared, and no one knows where they are. All of their property has been seized, and there are no hints where anybody went except that there are hooded figures that took them away.
Okay.
Didn't the lady tell me that your boss had them? Like, out of character last game, didn't she say that? The
No.
witch?
No, she just said that your family was still alive.
Okay. Yep. Alright, just wanted to make sure if that was... I didn't remember if that was player knowledge or character knowledge, so I wanted to make sure before I said anything.
I think she also mentioned they were on a different continent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, my, family, and she looks really upset. Even though I'm smiling.
How far is it to this Pearl Shore?
Half a day? Is that correct, Arch? I'm just making sure that was a half a day?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
It
half
took
a
you
day.
guys about half a day to get to the swamp.
It might be a little faster if we don't have to push the cart, though.
Oh, I forgot to include in the recap also Malik turned into a snake monster. Temporarily.
I think we
Temporarily.
covered that. Or he did anyway.
Yep.
Are
Well,
you gonna
we-
be okay, Colory?
Do we have somewhere to stay in Pearl Shore, or are we getting straight back on the boat?
If we need to stay, we can stay at my... We kind of broke into my parents' house, so we can stay there again.
There are things I need to deal with. I'd rather
So,
not
would you like to-
leave immediately. It's-
We can stay overnight at my parents' house. There is wine, there is no food, but I can buy some food. The issue being, there's not enough beds for all of us, but someone can take the couch. Or you and your brother can double up on my parents' bed. If that's not too super awkward.
I'm okay with it, unless you need some space.
We shared a parent for 9 months. I assume it should be fine.
Well, I didn't know if it would be awkward since you haven't seen each other in years or not, so.
We should get
No.
walking. Calories gonna head off in a random direction.
I'm just gonna kind of guide Colory back towards the right direction without really saying anything. Just kind of gonna follow her along like she did with me when I was walking through the woods randomly. My time.
Yeah. Morgane's gonna walk in, she's just gonna kind of be like quiet and still like very upset. Like she's like, happy that Calore's back because she missed Calore. But she's very sad because her parents are missing. At least they're not dead, but they're still missing. And she's thinking a lot about her uncles.
Is anybody gonna actually guide Colore, or is she just gonna keep walking in a random direction?
Just said I was
Onyx said he was.
Yeah.
I was taking her back towards the right direction.
Yeah, I think she would get the hint from where he's sort of like walking nearby and sort of let him take the lead after that and just walk by him in pretty much utter silence. Occasionally notice that she just flashes dark or whatever.
Everyone walking in silence and their sad face.
So, you guys just, in very somber silence, make your way back towards Pearlshaw with Leon silently guiding the group so that you guys don't get completely lost. And it takes you a few hours to get back, not as long as it had taken to get there in the first place, since you're not lugging along a cart with the body in it. By the time you get back into town, it's maybe like an hour or two before sundown.
Morgane, is
currently-
there a armorer here?
Yeah, probably. Right, Max? Is there an armor? I didn't write that in my...
You know that there's like a small armory shop. It's more so just for, well, it's a blacksmith where it's mostly just meant for like horseshoes and axles, things like that, specifically for like carts and stuff. The blacksmith that works there does deal a little bit in armor and weapons, but most of the stuff that he makes is very crude.
Okay. Yeah, there's a blacksmith's. It's not great armor and not a lot, but we can go there. I need new armor too, so I'll lead the way.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's not gonna say anything. She's just gonna look at her to let her lead. So.
All right, so you guys make your way over to the east end of town, a little bit farther north of where the docks are, and you can hear the steady bangs and clangs of a hammer hitting metal. And making your way down the street, you see a pillar of smoke rising from one of the buildings made of stone as opposed to wood. And within, you find that there is a very well-toned and very sweaty-looking human male who is busy banging away at a horseshoe on an anvil. At least you assume it to be a horseshoe. It just looks like a strip of metal that's currently being bent and warped around the tip of the anvil.
Do I know his name?
You know his name is Barst.
I'm gonna go over. Is there like a counter?
No. He pretty much just deals face to face. There's no real counter.
I'm gonna go over and be like, "Hey, Barst."
He keeps hammering away at the piece of metal. You stand there for a minute, 2 minutes. And after he finally gets the horseshoe bent into place, he stops, stands up, wipes away the sweat from his forehead with the back of his hand, looks up as if he just noticed you're there, and goes, "Oh! You're, what the hell is her name? You're one of them sundials, yeah?
Dialatus.
Yeah, that was it. One of them elves.
Yep.
What can I do for you? You need horseshoes for your cart?
Armor.
Armor.
I need a shield.
A shield. Well, I think I got one lying around. Let me take a look in my storage. Hang on. Shields. He walks away and kind of mumbling to himself. And he goes into a small back room, pushes aside these kind of like leather strips that are hanging over the doorway. Goes in, you can hear some clanging as he assumably is rummaging around within the back. And after a couple minutes here, aha! He comes out holding... It looks like a shield. Best you can tell, it looks to be a few planks of wood that are lined side by side, and there's a strip of metal that is just going around the rim of it, holding it all together. On the back of it, you can see that there are 2 strips of leather for holding the shield on. It's not that big. It looks like a pretty small-sized buckler shield. So, not very exciting, but looks like it could be functional. He says, this is about all I've got.
That's exactly what I'm looking for.
It's not, super functional. I kind of more just made it in my youth, just as practice.
It looks like it could take a sword hit or 2. It should suffice for what I need.
Sure. Something like this. Oh god. I don't remember what the price of shields are.
Shield is 10 gold pieces.
Alright, well, seeing as how this is kind of a bit weaker of a shield, I'll give it to you for 5 gold.
I hand him 5 gold.
Oh, he turns to you, goes, alright, well, money's money, thank you. He takes the gold, pouches it, and says, anything else I can get for you? He hands over the shield to you, Calere.
Shield's +2, right?
Mechanically speaking, this one is only a +1.
That's okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yes, I think we have more.
You could probably get something better, but just being that this isn't really this guy's specialty, it's not.
Not a big deal.
Can you do studded leather armor?
No, that's not really my thing. You're gonna want to go to a leather worker for something like that.
Is there one in town?
No. You know that there's a fabrics place. There's a fabrics guild within Pearlshaw.
Mm-hmm.
But theirs is more in like finer attire, not so much functional armor.
Isn't that our guild?
We are a fabrics guild.
Cool.
It's a different one. Your
Good to
guild,
know.
the one that your mother and grandmother own.
Let me tell you, if someone's there, no one's there anymore. So.
Right. Let's just put it that way. Your family's guild no longer exists.
That's fine.
What was a guild?
We were a guild.
Same, I guess, for now.
I should mention, Calere,
Yep.
that the shield does negate your whatchamacallit,
No, it doesn't.
the movement speed.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, starting at 2nd level, your speed increases by 10 feet while you are not wearing armor or wielding a shield.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
It was pretty ridiculously long anyway, so I'm not worried. I shall take it because it'll keep down
And
by
same
10
thing
anyway.
with the unarmored defense.
It doesn't affect unarmored defense.
Beginning at first level, while you are wearing no armor and not wielding a shield, your AC equals 10 plus your dex plus your wisdom.
I thought there was something in there about being able to have shields as well. That's why I picked it.
Not for a monk.
Carry on. Let me check.
Yeah.
Guess say I
Barbarians
remember reading
have
something
that.
about be able to have shields and be a monk, so can't remember.
I mean, you could wear armor still, and then that would work, but
Yeah.
the unarmored defense would.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want me to rescind the shield purchase, or?
Yes, because I would probably switch. There is something else that she's looking to buy, so it would be basically switching out. Let me just double check.
All right. Well, what is it you're looking to buy?
The other thing she wants to get is some shoes. She doesn't own any.
I mean, you could get shoes from the blacksmith, but they're gonna be metal.
I'll take her to the fabric guild shop.
You could.
Okay, fair enough.
They wouldn't be the most astounding thing, but
Their shoes are shoes.
well, but you guys are on the road a lot is the only thing. So wearing cloth style shoes as opposed to leather probably not going to be as durable.
However, she has been walking around for the last 15 years without any shoes on, so...
Would I be able to make shoes with leather?
You could
Would I know how to do that?
try. Are you proficient with a like any toolkits?
Not really.
You could druidcraft something.
I just don't know what in his background I could say would work out for that.
Say, you could druidcraft.
Would Druidcraft make something?
Yeah, you can make loads of stuff with druidcraft. You can make, like, all sorts. I mean, she's not looking for, like, fantasy-ass shoes. She's looking for some shoes. Gonna say, these were the two things, and yeah, I misread. I thought that shields you could wear with as well. Never mind. No biggie.
You could make a flower blossom, a seed pod open, a leaf bud bloom, tiny harmless sensory effects. Harmless sensory effects. Light or snuff out a candle, torch, or campfire. Not so much.
Lame. I'd allow it.
You are just 0 for 3 right now on assuming what things
So
do.
not having great ideas. Yeah, because I care very little. So the idea is like, he's a druid, he can build shit.
I mean, family ran a fabric guild. I feel like I would know how to like attach fabrics to one another, even if it's leather. It doesn't have to be nice. I'm not making nice shoes.
I mean, I would say you can definitely try.
Okay. I don't have any leather, but I'll consider that when I come across them.
Yeah, okay, yeah, then I'll change that round to basically saying she's looking for shoes. Because this would be the first place she would look for. She wouldn't look at a fabric guild, because to her that just, like, it's not practical, so... She is just looking for shoes.
I could probably fashion some shoes for you from some of the small sheets of metal I've got around the shop here. Probably not gonna be super comfy, but they'll protect your feet.
All I need is for them to break my contact with the earth is all.
I mean, any shoe will do that.
Yep. I just don't happen to own any, and I just looked down at my feet, which are probably covered in swamp and whatnot.
Right. Alright. It's gonna have to be a custom order because I don't have any of that lying around. I should be able to get it done by probably tomorrow morning. I have to tinker a bit and try to see if I can get something functional working. Never actually had to make shoes before, but first for everything. Human feet aren't that different from horse hooves, huh?
Yes.
He
Perhaps not.
looks very joking about that, but
She doesn't get it.
Are you gonna lose out on sneaking any when you're wearing metal shoes?
yeah, these shoes are not going to be very quiet.
Are you sure you want want to get metal shoes? Because we could go to the cloth guild and get like cloth shoes for you. A couple pairs probably. And then when we find a place that has leather worker, we can get you leather shoes.
If there's such a place here, then sure. I just wasn't aware that there'd be a shoe shop here.
Well, there is a cloth guild, like a fabrics guild.
At any rate, we could just wrap you up in fabrics. It would be kind of like shoes and a lot quieter than metal.
Yeah. We need you to be our sneaky sneak.
She looks down and glows a little. No, glows. She doesn't glow anymore, does she?
She does not.
She just looks
Nothing
down and
You guys, none of us can tell that she's happy that I said that.
I was going to say she looks down and like glows dark, like the black stuff, but they don't really glow with black.
As in
My
she's
excuse is
upset?
like 3 in the morning, dude. Yeah, she's gone a little bit dark, yeah.
Oh. Would we notice? Like, is it noticeable being darker?
Very much so. It's like looking into a void.
Sorry, I didn't mean to upset you.
Don't worry. We should move on. There are things I have to discuss with you all.
Okay, do you want to go to the cloth guild or get the metal shoes?
Being if there is in fact a shoe store here, yes, we should probably get something light and quick for the morrow.
Okay. I'm gonna take them to. I'm gonna say thank you to Barst.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Barst. When my family comes back, I'm gonna have them come here to get some more, shoes for the horses for our carts.
Of course, you know where to find me.
Of course. And then I'm gonna take them to the cloth guild,
All right, so you
fabric guild.
there we go. Going back into what?
That music was beginning to drive me on the wall.
So you guys make your way back into Pearlshaw proper, going into the center of town where all the market stuff would go on. There are a bunch of shops, as well as a few smaller buildings that are guild halls. Specifically, Morgane, you lead them to a fairly small-sized wooden building, no more than 2 stories high. Very small property space, though. And above it, you can see a small wooden sign that just says, Holda Fabrics Guild.
Gonna go into wherever the store area would be.
You open the door up, head inside, because they're fairly small. They can't really afford multiple properties. So they pretty much just run and operate out of the one building.
Not like my family. Oh.
Your family no longer owns any property.
Yeah.
You know what?
got one up on you.
We're so rich.
At least they're still a guild.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how many properties does your family own? The answer is 0.
So, yeah, it's a 0.
At least even our family's batting at least a 1.
Well,
Yeah,
We're in the same position right now.
I have one. I win.
But mine's
Sure.
a pub, so
Ours was a pub.
was being the operative. Alright, yeah, so we're at this fabric guild.
Right, so you walk in, and it's a very homely atmosphere. There are various cloth items being draped all across the room. Along the walls, you can see there are various shirts of different colors and designs. There are just random strips of cloth hanging from the ceiling, meant to be like a decorative, welcoming atmosphere. There are several people that are going around folding up various clothing attires and storing them away in what appear to be several crates and drawers within these storage shelves. And behind the counter, Morgane, you recognize a halfling that you have seen around town fairly often. you're on friendly terms with, named Panrin Silentheart. A very friendly halfling who's been running the guild for as long as you've been alive.
Okay. I'm gonna call out and be like, "Hey, Panrin."
The halfling, he's busy going around trying to get things cleaned up. It looks like they're starting to close up shop for the day. And he stops and looks over the counter, kind of just peeking slightly above it. You can only really see from, like, the bridge of his nose up. And he looks, and you can hear, "Hey! Hey! Morgane! Hold on a second! Hold on!" And you see him disappear behind the counter. He starts rummaging around. And you hear what sounds like the scraping of wood on wood, and then you see him pop up above the counter, assumably standing on a box of some sort.
Oh.
And he goes, "Hey, Morgane! It's been a long time.
Yeah, I've been traveling.
It's a shame about your family. What happened? I heard that they, all your property disappeared."
Apparently they've been kidnapped.
Oh.
Yep.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. I'm gonna find them and bring them back. She looks very serious, like.
I certainly hope you do. Your family was always a good customer of ours.
Oh, yeah. My mom loved your dresses.
I'll bet she did, because most often than not, they loved her too.
Well, it's hard for a dress not to love an elf.
So let's not talk about the bad times. I'm sure you'll get your family back. No worries. What can I do for you?
Well, so my friend here, and she points to Caloray, needs some
say
shoes.
no more.
Say no
more. He puts a finger up to your lips. Say no more. I've got just the thing. Hold on. He scurries off of the box, runs around the counter, and you can see, like, he's barely waist high for Caloray. And he comes up and pulls out this long strip with a bunch of little charcoal marks along it. Looks like it's for measuring. He starts going, He starts measuring along your legs, your waist,
Shoes.
measuring your arm length. He goes, No, honey, listen. I've done this for far too long. Don't worry, I got you, all right? Hold on.
Panrin.
He starts going around, starts measuring from one shoulder down to the opposite hip.
She just absolutely refuses to move. She has her arms behind her back, like her hands like clasped behind her, and then smaller back, just refuses to move her arms or anything.
Good.
Just looking down at him.
Starts going around. He starts measuring around your ankles. He goes, 30 feet. All right. Starts measuring again. Measures your from toe to nose. He actually has to have the box pulled out and steps up onto it in order to actually reach up to your face to measure. He goes, all right, got it. Be right back. And he goes running into the back.
I don't understand why he has to measure from my nose to my toe to make shoes.
It's just Panrin. You just trust him. He's really good. You see this, and she like gestures to the outfit she's wearing. This is all Panrin, a Panrin original.
Don't you forget it, honey. You hear from the back room.
It was a birthday present.
Didn't we watch you find that cloak?
Well, not the cloak, but everything else. My
Okay.
original cloak.
So by all this, you mean all of this except for this?
Oh my god, Leon, do you have to be so pedantic? God.
You see Leon just kind of smirking at you.
She smiles back.
After a few minutes, Pedrin comes out, and he's holding what appears to be a large bundle of cloth. And he just walks up to Caloray and goes, all right, let's go. Changing room. Come on, sweetie. He's like grabbing you by the arm and insistently trying to pull you to a small closed off area.
Caloray, just go with it.
As he grabs her arm, she does that thing where she flips her arm around so he's no longer holding it, like the grabbing it and just so he can no longer hold onto it. Yeah.
If you're gonna give me a hard time, then how am I supposed to be able to make sure you're attired properly?
I just need shoes. I am attired properly.
No. You think you just need shoes, Panrin knows. All right. Panrin's been here a long time. Trust Panrin. I've got you. All right. You're gonna like the way you look.
I look back at the guys with some sort of despair on my face, like, oh god, really?
And you can see that Morgane is like smiling, like ear to ear. She's like in her head. It's a makeover, makeover, makeover.
He looks at you, sees the darkness edging from your hands, and he goes, right, gloves too. And he actually scoots over like 2 steps and grabs a pair of like white silk gloves off the wall and just puts them on the pile.
She goes with him. She stows that shit like a boss, and she'll go with him. Oh my god.
He
like a
pulls
fucking
you
clown.
into a small changing area. It's basically just a like a big tarp that's hung up in a large ring in the corner, and pulls it shut so nobody else can see. And he just starts like throwing your clothes off and putting all this new stuff on.
She has no problem with that. He's already crossed the boundary.
He's very professional about it. Like there's no.
Yeah, I figure. That's fine.
He knows what he's doing.
She'll probably make it easier, and as he like begins to tug, she'll just like take everything off and just stand in front of him. It's like, He starts throwing a bunch of clothes on you, and one by one, a piece after piece goes on. And I'm not gonna say what you look like just yet, but he puts all the clothes on you, looks at you, and goes, maybe not the white gloves. Hold on. And he takes the white gloves off of your hands, comes rushing out from the curtain. You guys see him come running out, go back to the wall, puts the white gloves down, and grabs a pair of what look to be like very finely made black gloves with the fingers missing. So they're like fingerless gloves. And he goes running back in, and he puts those on you, and he goes, ta-da! Rips the curtain away, and you all see Morgane, or not Morgane, you see Kalare standing there wearing what looks like very fine-fitting black cloth in almost like a... How can I best describe this? It's very loose black cloth that seems to drape around your body in such a way that it almost creates like a ripple effect. Tied around your waist is a belt that appears to be made of a intertwined gray, white, and black material that looks like it's braided together. And the gloves themselves actually go very well with the attire. And he stops, looks at you, and goes, damn, I'm good. Oh, shoes. Right. Sorry. I got really caught up in the moment. With this kind of outfit... Just the thing. Beer back! And he goes running off into the back again. She just looks really embarrassed.
Oh, Kalare, you look so good. You look so pretty. Not that you don't always look pretty, but like this is a really nice outfit.
Melee claps.
Leon just gives a thumbs up.
She just smiles at me and like shakes her head like.
The clothes that he put on you definitely feels a lot more comfortable than what you were wearing. Like the stuff you were wearing was dirty and covered in dust and dirt
Standard
from
mug shit.
Right. This feels like a very fine material. Like it sits on your skin and doesn't... Like it feels very smooth. It's actually quite pleasant, and it actually kind of moves with your body in a way that you feel like you'd probably be fine sneaking around in it and whatnot. Probably wouldn't stand up too well to being hit in the slightest.
It's alright, nor am I.
Right. As we have learned.
As we have learned.
So another 2 minutes go by. You can hear the occasional rummaging from the back room. Some of the other employees that have been cleaning up kind of chuckle as they hear the occasional bang and "ow, fuck" coming from the back room. And Pandering comes rushing back out, and he's holding what appears to be very thin black, almost like slippers. like they're little more than just like a black piece of cloth with like a very small strip of wood in the bottom.
Cool.
And he passes them to you and says, "Here, try these on. Try these on."
Yeah, I'll put them straight on.
Your feet slip into them. They feel about as close to being barefoot as you were before. Like you can still feel the air coming through the material, but there is a thin layer between your skin and everything outside.
Awesome.
Morgane?
Yes.
What do you think? Am
I
I
love
good
it.
or am I good?
Oh, Pandaren, you're the best.
Damn straight I am.
Thank you.
This is why we need to open up a store in Namai. I've been telling everybody else. They're like, no, you need to save money for that. And I'm like, listen, you gotta be live dangerously.
Pandaren, once my family gets back, I will help you invest in your store in Namai because you deserve it, my friend.
Fuck yeah, girl, we're gonna do that shit.
I'll help you.
How
Well,
much?
that's for down the road.
How much is all of this?
For the attire, work. Oh, and you can see like it looks like he's doing mental math trying to figure it out. He's carry one, clothes, materials, time invested. How about dinner on you and we'll call it even? And he gives you like a big smile. Because I don't know about you, but I'm hungry.
Oh yeah, starving.
We can buy you dinner. That's fine.
Woo! Perfect! I know just the place. And like he jumps like a foot in the air, cheering, goes in the back, comes back out wearing a very nice looking white jacket. Underneath he's not wearing anything else. It's just buttoned up like 3 times. And the rest of it's just bare hairy chest.
Wow.
He's wearing
What a heartthrob.
white pants, and then he's wearing what appear to be just what the fuck do you call it? Thongs? I think you guys overseas call it.
Call it what you call it, and I'll translate from there. Because thongs is not that. You should be seeing that if he's wearing pants.
No, fucking like flip flops.
Then they're just flip flops, dude.
Okay, I've had people from the UK tell me that they're called thongs
No.
because of the fact that they go between your fucking toe and then like.
No.
Are they fucking with him?
I think it might be fucking with you. I've never had anyone refer to those as thongs. They're sandals or flip flops.
Okay.
And you, whatever it is, do not wear them with socks. That's pretty much the only rule.
I no. Anyway, he comes out wearing that shit, and he goes, "Right. So where are we going?"
You
I kinda
said
want steak.
You knew a place.
Yeah, you said you knew a place, Pandaren. Where do you want to go?
I did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Yes,
did.
you did.
I got distracted. Right, follow me. And he goes rushing out the door.
Okay.
Um,
Following.
So you follow behind Pandaren, and he leads you to the west side of town. Morgane, you know this to be the area where all of like the really high-end like restaurants are.
Mhm.
And that's only because you and your family kind of frequented this area fairly often.
Yeah.
And you see Pandaren leading you guys to what is literally just a place called the Steakhouse.
Original.
Good, concise.
To the point.
Oh, I love this place.
Yay.
All it is basically just a one-story ranch, like a ranch house converted to a restaurant. There is a fenced-in area out back where even now you can hear the moos of some of the cows out back. They make their shit fresh. And going inside, it's fairly empty right now. There's maybe like one couple that's just sitting in the corner having a hushed conversation. Appears to be a male gnome and a female dwarf that are just kind of talking, heads close together. And as soon as you guys walk in the door, a very, very well dressed female comes over, human female, comes over and she goes, "Oh, Hanrin, welcome back. It's good to see you. I'm still wearing the lovely attire you gave me last time I visited." And he goes, "Wonderful. Me and my friends here, we're here to splurge." She goes, "Oh, of course you are. When aren't you here to splurge? Please follow me. We have your usual table out in the back area." And she leads you guys to a back room where there's a very long wooden table. Looks like almost like it was more meant for like office meetings than for actual eating.
Mm-hmm.
And Pandaren just grabs a seat at the head of the table, sits back, puts his feet up, and just, "All right, I'll have my usual, please. And whatever you guys are getting, I mean, you guys are paying, so." And the woman turns to you guys and says, "Please, have a seat. What can I get for you?"
Can we see a menu?
What's a menu?
No, I'm just kidding. I'll have. Do you guys have Deal Lattice wine?
No, we haven't gotten any of that for a little bit now.
That makes sense. All right. In that case, I will have a glass of wine. What the nice wine, you know.
Okay.
And
of
a steak.
Sure, how would you like it, dear?
Medium, please.
Okay, what about the rest of you?
Does your steak come with veggies?
Of course it does.
I feel like I'm at Outback. I'm loving it. But like fancier Outback. Like a real steakhouse. I don't know any real steakhouses though.
She actually turns to Leon. She goes, "And for you, does your cat eat steak?" You do realize that Ava followed you in and nobody questioned it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'd kind of look over at Ava. What's she doing? Does she seem okay with being in here just standing?
Ava is sniffing the air, and you could definitely tell because of your whole animal body language thing. She is digging the smells that she is smelling.
I turn back to the server. Yes, she does. She'd like a rare steak. And for me, I would like medium rare and just water, please.
Of course. And the rest of you?
Small, rare steak, potatoes, and just some kind of cheap ale. Just whatever you got. I'm not picky as far as that goes.
Oh, honey, nothing we have here is cheap.
Well, just whatever.
Very well. I'll give you the house surprise then.
Okay.
You'll like it. It's popular. With the young kids these days anyways.
Okay.
And for you? And she turns the collar.
Just some steak, I guess.
Okay. That's all?
Some water.
Okay. Alright, I'll be right back. Thank you. And she just walks out of the room, closes the door.
I'm gonna lean over to Morgane and whisper, "How much is all of this gonna cost?"
Good question, but don't worry about it. I got it. If
You
it comes
sure?
to that.
Huh?
I like whisper to you. I have like 5 casks of my family's wine at home, and that shit is worth a lot of money that I can give them in exchange if it comes to that.
Okay.
But I think we'll be able to afford it. It's fine. Between me and Leon, I think we can afford it.
Just checking. I have 32 monies, so
Sweetie. Never underestimate the rich.
yeah, I don't have a lot of money.
I have 13 monies.
We're rich.
You see, Panrin is sitting at the end of the table, and he's already like put on this whole bib and everything, and he's just sitting there, fork in one hand, knife in the other.
He's ready.
He's like, please, have a seat.
Oh,
Tell me
I'm sitting
stories.
already.
Tell me stories. Entertain me.
Morgane is in her element. She is lounging. All that's missing is her glass of wine.
We're from a guild in the Mai.
You are which guild?
The Discara Guild.
Yeah.
Wait, all of you?
I even
Yes.
joined it.
We're
Wait.
new.
You joined it? Morgane.
Yeah, they take anyone these days.
Scandalous.
Leon,
Ow.
Calare
Wow.
has like a look of almost sudden realization, and then peters back down into quietness. I'm trying to recall what the contract said. Is it one of those till death do us part bullshit?
For what?
The Discara Guild. Because there was a whole list of things that you had to do to be able to get out of them. I assume death might be one.
There was, I don't think there was specifics, but it did say that there was some kind of a punishment for leaving without
I can
proper
spin that.
dismissal.
I can spin that. I died. I think that's good enough reason. Okay, carry on. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I wanted adventure. What kind of adventure are you going to get as a winemaker?
The kind that you get after you've drank the wine, dear.
You know, Panrin,
Hmm?
I have some of my family's wine.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Like, with you right now?
No, but I could deliver you some tomorrow, potentially. Before I leave.
Are you trying to butter me up?
I might be.
I look around for the butter.
For the what?
I said I look around for the butter.
Nothing is brought out yet. There is nothing.
You missed the joke. Just
Too
go
late.
on. You
better
missed it.
hurt.
You got
You
it.
missed it.
I'm
and
very
it's
happy.
it's too bad to wrap back around to it, so you should probably just keep going.
Yep, gonna keep going.
But, and she actually pulls out her flask that she has that has some of the family wine in it.
Yep.
I give you a little tipple right now.
You tempt me. Yeah, fuck it. And he reaches out, grabs the flask, and just starts downing it. It's been too long.
So I gotta get my family back.
Yes, do you have any idea where they went?
I'm not sure. Have you heard anything about the mysterious people that were asking about them? Did they come to you?
No, I was closed for business at that time.
Oh no, why? What happened?
It was nighttime.
I thought you meant like the entire time. Yeah, okay. Fair. I heard what was the name of the guy, Arch, that was down at the one at the pub? Down on the dock, the pool hall?
That was the nice one. That was Percy.
I heard from Percy that they were people in cloaks. And now everyone thinks that my family
Really?
got into something?
Did they?
No.
Morgane? I know how you are. Does the apple not fall far from the tree?
Panrin, I am shocked. If I might have gotten into something, but my family definitely didn't.
If you say so. I'm just messing with you, dear.
I know.
So the server comes back in after a few minutes of just idle banter and talk, and she's carrying a bunch of plates of steaming hot steak some water, and some wine. And in front of Malik, she puts down a flagon of some sort of strange foaming liquid.
Woo.
And she goes, "Here you go. Enjoy."
I'm gonna like grab on her, just like tap her on the shoulder and go, "Excuse me,
Yes.
can I talk to the owner? You're not in trouble or anything, I promise. I just need to talk to him about some business."
I can see if he's available, dear. Sure. It's
Thank
possible he might not be here now. Might have gone home for the night.
Whoever I can do business with that's here. Chef, owner.
Well, that would be with me, dear.
Oh, how would you like to buy some Dialatus wine for your restaurant? Some of the last Dialatus wine in the town.
I thought the family was gone.
Hi,
no
I'm
longer-
Morgane Dialatus.
Oh, are you?
I have 5 casks of my family's wine, not on me. But I could bring it around tomorrow.
Well, what's your selling price?
It's a really good question that I actually had not considered before I decided to do this. Oh, Morgane would know, and Casey is really bad at math. And what does a good cask of wine go for in the D&D universe?
I don't know that Morgane would know.
She would,
Does
because she's worked with her family, and she's been working as a bartender at her family's.
But that's serving from your own stock. That's not selling to others.
Well,
Would Morgane have been involved in that if she was working in the family tavern?
Well, she would have been taught about the family business as well.
They would have bought casks from you before, so you could probably just say the old price.
Well, if I say that, I'm going to sound like an idiot.
No, you won't.
You just say
It's
the
the right
same
thing
as
to s-
normal.
Just say a little bit less than the usual. That way they think they're getting a deal and don't question it too much.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
No, because she would probably know like what her family usually sells at. I'm just like real. I Casey do not know what a good price for like a cask of like high quality wine in the D&D universe would be.
Roll me, because I feel like this is something that would be more role based.
Well, it's figure how big the cask is, and then figure out how many glasses of wine you can get in that cask, and then multiply it out from there.
I would say roll an intelligence check just to see if you can.
This is a cold ass coffee right now. That is terrible. I should have advantage because it's my family's wine and I know about it.
You can inspire yourself.
Yeah, I want to inspire myself and give myself an.
Sure, go for it.
I don't think you can inspire yourself.
I don't know. It depends what kind of bard you are, I think.
Roll another one for advantage. Why not?
Yes. Come on, intelligence check. Wow. I hate this.
You do some simple math in your head, and you figure that selling a cask for probably 50G a pop is not unheard of.
Okay.
At least you'd think that's probably what your family was doing.
Price
A
of the
little bit
meal. Just
What?
say it. Price of the meal. Just say it.
No, because I'm selling 5.
Old price. The usual price.
What are you saying?
Oh, I don't know. Hold on.
It's like the price is right.
Don't be listening to these other people because they're metagaming. Stop.
50, 50
I know,
more.
I know. I'm trying to think what I'm doing.
Don't
Stop
think what
prices-
you're doing.
Stop prices writing me.
Think what Morgane is doing.
I know. I'm thinking what Morgane is doing.
All right. Morgane's not very smart.
Morgane is also a rich person, and rich people have a weird thing with money. So I'm gonna say,
The business savvy ones, sure.
look, even stupid rich people are generally good with thinking with prices.
Tell that to the people that win the lottery and blow it all in less than a year.
They weren't born rich.
One of us should
There's
have
a reason
made
that
a
people
smart
that are
canoe.
born rich stay rich for so long.
Who's the smartest of us?
I have -1, so not
Based on stats or based on how you've behaved so far?
Stats,
Leon and Leon,
probably.
even if he is a dick.
Ava.
Ava,
Well,
Ava has
I mean-
mixed intelligence.
Wow.
how does 55 a cask sound?
Roll a persuasion.
I'm rolling so badly today. Come on, I should have.
I would hope you're good at the persuasion part.
I know, and I have. The thing is, like, I actually should be. Probably can't roll bad on persuasion because I have like
Don't
I've
say
maxed
that.
out
Do
my.
not say that.
Crit
Do
fail.
not say that.
Crit.
Do not say that.
Go ahead.
Well
roll
done.
it. Roll it. Roll
I'm
it.
gonna crit fail now. Cool.
Huh?
Just roll. Hey.
55 a cask, you said? Sure.
And
That would be wonderful.
5 casks. How many do you want?
5? I'll take all 5.
Great. I'll bring it around tomorrow
Wonderful.
in the morning. What time do you open, or what time would you be able to be here for me?
What time do yous open?
I didn't say use.
Yes, you did. What time
Look,
do yous
just
open?
because- Look, you don't have to make fun of me just because I'm from New Jersey.
Those New
Uh,
Jersey people.
New Jersey racist.
Y'all northerners.
Totally.
What time do you open? Or what time could I be able to come by to get it to you?
Probably around noon would be good.
Great. I will be here at noon with 5 casks of my family's fine wine.
Oh, wonderful. You're still paying for dinner, though, tonight.
Oh, of course.
Okay, just making sure we're on the same terms here.
Of course.
Was there anything else, dear?
No, that was it. I had the stock, and I know I know that it's a big draw to people in the area to be able to drink the Dialettis wine because it's so good. Not to, be up my own ass or anything, but I thought I'd give you the offer before I give it to any other restaurants.
Of course, I appreciate it. I'll see you. Well, I'm still serving you for tonight, but be seeing you tomorrow for the deal then.
Of course. All right. That's
So she walks out. She's left all the food and drinks on the table. You notice that Panrin, through this conversation, has already been digging in.
Mhm.
Did she set Ava's on the table?
No.
Oh, good.
She put Ava's down, in front of Ava, and you can see that Ava is currently laying down one paw on top of the steak and is, gnawing at it from the side. Her steak is practically still mooing with how raw it is.
Oh, that's perfect. Just what I wanted.
I'm gonna eat mine daintily like a lady and sip my wine like Cersei Lannister.
Oh my god.
Valerie's just gonna push the steak around and then just have a bite and then just push the plate away.
Malik drinks all of his beer before he touches his food.
Oh my god. Alright.
He needs that.
Roll me a con save, please.
What? It's just one, though.
I know.
Yeah, but you're chugging it, dude.
14.
You're also chugging an unknown alcoholic beverage.
14.
Okay. You down this beverage, and it is like fire in your mouth, let's say. You drink it, you feel the burn in your mouth, you feel it burning down your throat, and it hits your stomach, and it feels like there's a fire in
Damn
your
it.
stomach that is just burning away at everything.
I thought
And-
14 was pretty good.
No, I'm not done yet. Don't worry about it. You all hear Malik's stomach do like a even Ava stops and her ears perk up and she looks at you as if you just growled at her. And after a few more moments, you just hear Malik let out the loudest belch. And then that's it.
Excuse me. Whoa. That was... that was out of my control.
Literally, that was out of your
Calorie
control.
smiling is just gonna push her food over to him. It's like, after drinking that much, you might wanna
Oh,
have a bit
no.
more to go with
I
it.
still got all of my food. You should eat. It's been a while anyways, so...
I think I'm full.
But you only had like a bite.
She just shrugs her shoulders like, I don't need to eat.
So, you guys are having this chat, and Panarin's kind of just casually talking to you all about your adventures and whatnot, and talking to Morgane more often than not. And Leon,
Mhm.
during this conversation, you actually hear from next to you. Is the dark one going to eat her meat, or can I have it?
I turned to my side, trying to figure out who was talking.
You see Ava sitting there staring at you.
Did you say something?
Ava's ears go flat against her skull, and she goes, I just understood everything you said.
And I understood everything you said.
She like crouches low, shoulders up and everything. She's like, what just happened?
Are we hearing him talking in common?
No, you hear essentially what sounds like two cats like just going. And you see Leon is currently engaged in what appears to be a conversation with Ava.
Morgane's just like holding her wine, like.
Yeah, like even Panarin has stopped like mid bite and is like,
Does anyone else hear that, or am I just really drunk?
I don't
no,
know.
I'm hearing it too, and I didn't drink that much yet.
Me neither. I'm just glad I'm not. That it's just not just me.
Leon, is everything okay, or are you just enjoying some meow time with your cat?
Hey, Colore, are you gonna eat that?
I don't think so.
Can I have it, please?
Sure. I scrape everything off my plate onto his.
Okay. I'm just gonna give her my plate with everything that's left on it and Colore stuff as well. I'm kind of still like, I don't know what's going on.
Ava just starts ripping into the meat, and you can understand at this point, like you can hear her between chews, just like, oh, this is actually pretty good. It's not raw, but I can see why you like eating your meat cooked.
Didn't Calorie get hers rare too?
I just said some steak.
Oh, it was Malik who got the other rare steak, right?
Yeah, probably not as rare, but
Snake weirdo.
Maybe like you're probably the only one that isn't weirded out by the fact that they're now communicating with each other. It seems.
I probably think that he's cast that spell or something.
Pretty much.
I gotta worry about it.
If anything, I imagine Malik's like, why the fuck didn't you do that in the first place so I didn't have to deal with the dog?
Just rolls his eyes and goes back to eating. Asshole.
We're gonna have a talk later.
Talk. Yes, that's what we're doing. Talking?
We're gonna have to have a longer one later.
Oh. I suppose. And she goes back to eating the meat.
I just kind of shake my head a little bit. I don't know what's going on. And I just kind of look up. So I can talk to Ava now.
Oh.
That's new? Really?
That's new. Really.
No spell?
Ava sits up and looks at the rest of the group. And Leon, you hear her say, and I can talk to Leon. But the rest of you just hear, and then Ava goes back to eating.
She says she can talk to me too.
Okay.
That's good. Now I don't have to anymore.
Seems a lot has changed since I've been gone.
Not that much.
I don't know why I can do this, so I don't think you missed any more than I did.
Perhaps it is a side effect. A good one.
Of what?
She looks at the dude at the other end and then looks back at Leon.
Okay, later.
Panarin's just looking between you like, I don't get what's going on.
Morgane just goes, I don't understand either, buddy. It's okay. And I've been here like the whole time.
Good to know, I think. So, rest of the dinner goes by uneventfully. Panarin pretty much just continues to
Chow down.
chow down and chat with the rest of you about your adventures, what he's been doing with the business, his plans for wanting to open up a storefront in Namai. Which thus far has not been fruitful at all. He does mention at one point that one of the bigger clothing guilds had recently shut down.
I wonder why.
Within the past few months. I think that was the time frame, past few months.
Year.
Yeah, that was it.
Year and some change now. Yeah, Malik will encourage him to open his shop in the mine. There's no reason.
Definitely is all about it. It's more so that it seems like the rest of his employees are less for it. Mostly because he doesn't have the money for it.
It would seem if there is an empty fabric guild in Namai, then perhaps relocating will cost a lot less than you consider, since buildings are rarely outfitted.
No, I don't want to relocate. I want to expand.
Sorry,
Bigger,
I meant
better.
That you could possibly take those over. They're already outfitted for the equation.
It certainly is the right time to do that. So
I definitely want to. But
You might even know that did not work out. The words.
You need to drink.
The
less
words
wine.
didn't work. Sorry, hold on. Let me try that again. And hey, who knows? Maybe the family is willing to sell.
I've been looking into it, and so have my employees. My employees are like, no, it's too expensive. You're not going to be able to afford it. You're going to go bankrupt, whatever. And I'm like, listen, gotta be adventurous.
Heck, yeah, adventure. That's why I left this town. Not a lot of adventure here. Except for what
I
comes
just
in
need to get more money.
Would Malik still technically have that place?
No.
Okay.
It pretty much would have been like what happened to Morgane's family, where you were not there to pay the rent.
Oh, yeah.
Falling in escrow, I think it's called.
I didn't know if they owned anything or not, or if they were paying still on it.
I mean, even if you own the property, you still have to pay to the king, the whole royal taxes. Of course.
Right.
They had property tax in fantasy medieval times.
Yeah.
Lame.
Not everywhere, but if you're going to be in the fucking capital, you can bet your ass the king is going to be asking for money from your ass. Prime real estate costs money.
So how close are you? How much more money do you need?
Oh, a few thousand.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, it's not that much, really. I mean, I kind of have that money. Sort of.
Have you looked into it? Asked them? I mean, there's been a fabric guild that went under a year ago. You might be able to work something out a little cheaper. Is that the cheapest price? Have you looked into it already?
I've been digging around a little bit when I can. I can't exactly take a trip up there. I have to be here running the business.
Hey, we're going up there at some point soon. You want us to check into it for you?
If you could, sure.
As long as you don't need it. As long as you're not on the schedule. It might take us a while to get back to you.
No.
And we'll be happy to...
Anything for an old friend.
I appreciate it. So, the rest of the dinner goes by. The waitress comes in and says, right, well, the entire dinner is going to be 100 gold, please.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
Hey, Morgane, how much money do you have?
I'll give you a moment, and she walks out.
I put
70
all my
gold?
gold on the table. My
Okay.
whole 13 gold.
We can both pay 50.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll pay you 50 back for what I make tomorrow.
Okay.
I should pay
Okay.
my share too.
No, it's okay.
Consider this your coming back party.
Yeah. She smiles like really big and she puts her 50 gold on the table. You know what? This is fantasy medieval Europe, so people don't need tips.
Leon, you hear, what are these clinking things that you put on the table?
For a second, I forget that I can talk to Ava. Then I remember and kind of look back down. They are what we use to trade for food instead of hunting ourselves.
Why do you trade for food?
Well,
Why not just take it?
how much work did you have to do to get that food that you just finished eating?
Well, I had to rip into it with my teeth. And
did you have to catch it?
make a point, she flashes her teeth at you like, oh,
Did you have to catch it, though?
no.
Would you like to get more food that you don't have to catch?
No.
No? Well, then maybe next time we're out in the woods, I'll send you to hunt for us instead.
We will not hunt together?
We can hunt together.
We are hunting mates.
Yes, we are.
She looks at you kind of confused the way you said that very questioningly.
I didn't know exactly what to call us up to now. I'm glad I know now.
We are bonded.
Yes, that one's for sure.
Hmm. So you use these...
We trade the clinky things for food.
instead of
Yeah.
hunting for it yourself.
Yes. Though we still can hunt, but sometimes we don't feel like working that hard. And some of us, like the pointy-eared one over there, don't know how to hunt at all.
She doesn't, and Morgane, you see Ava's head suddenly swap over in your direction and stare at you.
What did I do? Why is your panther mad at me? Why is Ava mad?
She's mad at everyone. Don't worry.
I just shrugged.
All right, we're gonna have to fix that. And Ava just gets up, walks over to Morgane, and grabs onto the sleeve of your shirt with her teeth, and starts pulling you towards the door.
She said she wants to go hunting with you.
Right now? She's going along because she doesn't want her nice fabric to be ripped by the teeth.
Do you have anything else to do?
I guess not. I mean, I'd like to go back home and sleep. Look through my family's houses. See if
I tell Ava, come back by the time the moon's all the way up.
You just hear a muffled between the teeth, and Ava gets to the door, stops, and then starts scratching at the door.
Oh, you have to help her with doors.
Yeah, I kind of figured. I guess I'll see you guys later. And she opens the door so that she and the
Ava just continues to drag you out of the building and around back towards where the woods are.
Okay.
You're getting an education.
What are the rest of you doing in the meantime?
I'm trying not to laugh. Unsuccessfully.
Should we worry about that?
Ava might have found out that she didn't know how to hunt.
Should we worry about that?
I'm sure she'll be fine. She has a giant panther with her. What could possibly happen? Don't question. Don't answer that.
You guys see that Pandaren is busy laughing his ass off at the very confused and pained faces that Morgane's been making as she's dragged out. And long story short, you guys pay the tab, splitting the money from what Morgane put in Leon. And Pandaren bids you all goodnight and heads off to he just walks off back towards where the market area is. So what are the three of you doing? Ava and Morgane are gone.
We're going to?
Yeah. I guess Morgane can't lead us there.
Hey, Malik, do you remember how to get back?
I don't know. Let me see. What should I roll to remember how to get back?
History. Also, are you intoxicated?
Am I intoxicated? I feel like a 14 was real good.
Yeah, you weren't nearly as affected by the alcohol as you would have been.
Okay, I'm all right. Let me see if I can remember. Can I roll a survival?
Yeah, if you want to do survival that way.
I absolutely want to do that over history. Did not make a smart one, me. 14.
It takes you a little bit of wandering through the town, but you do find your way back to Morgane's old home.
Okay, while they're doing that, I want to go try to track down Giant White Panther and an elf.
Okay.
I have to
Roll me a
make,
survival.
I have to make sure that Morgane doesn't get lost and Ava abandons her. 20.
Alright. Yeah, you're able to find them fairly easily. And I'm going to go over to them before we do anything. So, Morgane.
Yes. Sorry, I had myself muted because I was coughing.
No, I'll leave the music going as is. So, Ava just continues to pull you out towards the forest, and when you reach the forest line, she lets go of your sleeve, looks at you, and then, like, starts walking into the woods with, like, a twitch of her tail in your direction.
I'm gonna follow her because, like, what the fuck else am I gonna do at this point?
So, Ava walks in for maybe like 15, 20 feet until you're within the actual thick of the woods themselves. And you see her crouch down low to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And then she turns back and looks at you.
I'm gonna crouch and, like, sneak over to where she is.
Alright.
Should I roll stealth, or?
Both of you roll me a stealth, please.
Well, exactly half.
So, Ava practically blends in and disappears with the surrounding terrain, despite the fact that she is a White Panther and not your standard run-of-the-mill Black Panther. You follow along behind her as she creeps into the woods, and every, like, few feet or so, there's an audible crack and crunch as you step on these twigs and branches, and Ava keeps looking back at you like, really?
I kind of shrug at her.
And after going into the woods and following Ava for a few minutes, you see Ava stop and just lie flush on the ground. You can see the tip of her tail is twitching from side to side.
I will get, like, into, like, a snake crawl.
And you crawl up next to her, and looking where she's looking, you can see that in a small clearing up ahead, maybe 30 feet away, there appears to be a single boar that is just kind of like running its tusks against the trunk of a tree.
I kind of, like, glance over at Ava expectantly because I have no idea what the fuck she wants me to do. Like, I'm not...
Ava's just sitting there, looks at you, and then looks at the boar and starts creeping forward.
I'm gonna try to do the same. Should I roll stealth again?
Yes, and roll one for Ava as well, please.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Oh god!
Ava's stealth, even on a 1, is better than Morgane's.
I'm not stealthy! I'm a bard! I have a fucking guitar on my back. What do you want from me?
So, you creeping forward, one of the strings on your guitar that you're wearing gets caught on a stick, and you hear a ding as the string is plucked by this twig. And you see Ava, like, scramble and jump into the clearing to try to get at the boar. But the boar is already, like, bolted through the clearing and is gone into the woods.
I unhook my thing from the tree before it breaks the string because I love my
You do
guitar.
that, and Ava is just sitting on the ground in front of you, growling.
I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't know if you can understand me, but I make music. I don't kill things.
She grabs onto your sleeve with her teeth again and starts pulling you in another direction.
I just keep.
Leon, at this point, you've been watching the whole exchange. And you can hear Ava going, "These fucking young bloods not knowing how to hunt."
I'm old. I think I'm older than the fucking panther.
Well, then you should know how to hunt.
You may actually be older than all of us combined.
No, definitely not that.
Aren't you nearly 100?
Yes.
We've got 2 under 30s here, and I don't know how old Onyx is.
Under 30?
Yeah. You're possibly older than all of us put together.
So, Leon, you've been watching this exchange, and you hear Ava just, like, cursing and mumbling under her breath as she drags Morgane along again.
I'll just continue following them, not approaching. Keeping out of sight of Morgane at least. I don't... Ava might notice me.
Roll a stealth.
I'll roll a stealth against her perception or something.
Let me see, because I have her passive perception written down.
15.
Oh, it went up since last time.
Yeah. Her PB went up. Stealth... 24.
Damn.
Not even Ava knows you there.
Sweet. I'll just keep following them, making sure they don't get into any
Alright.
serious trouble.
So Malik and Kalare, what are you guys doing? You after some dead ends and wrong turns, Malik's able to lead you back to where where Morgane's home is. Kalare, you see a boarded up home, 2 stories. There are some planks that are boarded up on the windows and the doors. Though you notice that the door is only slightly ajar.
Well, here we are. I'll show you, I guess, to the room that we'll be staying in.
Sure.
And we go in. Or I go in.
Alright, so you go in. Kalare, you are greeted with a small living room area. There is a couch that appears to be shredded. There are several sheets of paper, some scraps and whatnot that appear to be cast around the room. Looks like it may have been ransacked. You can see in the back there looks to be a kitchen area which appears similarly ransacked. And to your right there is a stairway leading up.
I'll probably just follow him up, but don't say anything yet.
Yeah, we're going upstairs.
Alright, so you go up the stairs and you see there are 2 doors on the right, 2 on the left. The far right door, you can see that written in some sort of paint. There is the words Morgane and what the fuck is your brother's name? What the fuck is his name? Aether.
Arthur.
Bro game.
R, like Arthur.
There's no R in there. There's an R at the end.
No, there's 2. There's Aerthir. It's Aerthir.
That's not how I have it written down. God damn it.
I don't know why you wrote it down like that, because it says Aerthir.
It's okay. I don't
Oh
think
my god,
Calore's paying that much
why did
attention
it change
to it.
all of my Aerthirs to Aether? Whatever. Fine, it's Aether. This must be a play on the name Arthur.
It wasn't
It's Morgana. It's not your fault. It's the fault of my fucking stupid asshole Microsoft.
It's okay, because I kind of like Aether better anyways.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I will lead her to the parents' room that we were staying in. Well,
Alright. So you go into the First door on the left, and inside there is a large bed that does not look to have been touched. There is a storage chest, as well as a dresser. It's a pretty simple room, but looks very luxuriously designed. The bed itself looks very comfy. And Mele can attest because he slept in it.
Here we are.
Is this... You go.
Oh, I was just gonna say sorry.
For what?
That you're not okay. That things are different, seemingly. I don't know. I don't know what else to say.
I'm not okay. Mele,
Do you...
what happened after I died? What did you guys see happen after I died?
What did we see? We just ran. We grabbed you and ran. Morgane did the shatter thing and it killed a bunch of the cannibals so that we could go back, and we dragged you away. And we got back on the boat, and that's... What do you mean? What did we see?
I mean... What did you do afterwards? I mean, other than taking me on the boat, there must have been a... I don't even know how long I've been gone between getting on the boat and...
It's the third day, Ark?
It's been like 4 or 5 days at this point. Because you guys were at sea for about 3.
Okay. It's been about 4 or 5 days. Why? What's...
I just trying to catch up. What happened between the boat and the aspect?
Oh,
Calorie's just going to sit on the bed and just like pat like the other side of it so they can both sit down rather than just standing awkwardly in this room.
yeah, I'll go sit down. Well, it's been a rough couple days. I don't know exactly. It's just time is kind of lost a bit. It was a pretty quiet trip. But we were told about the aspect by Leon's strange friend that wants us all to come over so that we can be his slaves, I guess. I don't know.
His playthings are essentially what I picked up when I spoke to him. He put you on this, he said. She's dead, take her here.
Pretty much, yeah.
So me being back is his doing.
No, I wouldn't say that. He doesn't have anything to do with the aspect by what we heard from the aspect. He knew of her somehow. I don't know how. But he gave us the, I guess, right direction to take in any sense.
Oh.
And, well, I mean, we're all supposed to go to him, but we aren't, I guess. I don't know. I think that's Leon's thing. To figure out. I don't know a whole lot about it. It's been a quiet 4 or 5 days, except for getting here and Morgane's family and all that. But we got to the aspect as soon as we could.
Are you okay?
I mean, I guess I don't have any problems. I'm worried about you, but I mean,
I'm gonna
my problem
take
was
his hands in mine. I'm not okay, but there are things about death and dying you should all know. And I'm really angry, Malek. I try and keep it down, but I'm really angry.
Well, help me understand.
You're a druid, right? You understand the natural order of things?
I accept that things die. I don't know a lot. I'm new to all this. That was Reed's business. I was more interested in how he could turn into things because I wanted to figure out how I could control the thing that the snake thing. But
Is that the thing that you couldn't talk to me about?
couldn't because it wouldn't let me. It would take control if I ever tried. It's a defense mechanism. I thought that it was for us, but I think it was more for him.
Okay. Is there anything else you need to tell me? Because what's going to happen? I'll die again?
With the snake thing?
Really?
No, I guess I can talk about it now. I don't think I can answer your questions. Maybe we should kind of have that conversation separately. It's not that big of a deal anymore, by what the aspect says. What's more important is what's going on with you.
I don't need to eat. I don't feel thirsty. Hell, I don't even really feel all that tired. I can sleep. I'm definitely not who I was. What I was. And there are things I have to say that the other two are gonna need to hear. And I'm sorry for it. I thought at least you might have understood, but
Not until you tell me. I mean, I've grown to be open-minded about all of the concepts around death, but I haven't had experience, I've mainly caused,
yes. I guess we all have. I think I need to tell the other two, so I think we should wait for them before I tell you what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, not a problem.
When I was dead, one of the very first thoughts I had was you. Before I even
Thoughts?
remembered my own name. I know we've not really known each other very long. We don't know each other very well, but I do love you. You're my brother.
I love you too. I mean, I care. I want you to be okay. Is there a way that we could make that happen?
I don't know. I've always walked in the shadows, but I've done some dodgy shit. But Cleric of Death. That's gonna take
Look,
some time.
the aspect. Listen, she didn't seem so bad, right?
She wasn't.
We have our freedoms. I mean, maybe there's prices to pay later that we don't know now about your whole situation, but listen, she wants us to all be aspects. That means we're going to be powerful. Maybe as powerful as her. Maybe we could work with her instead of for her at that point. And if it comes to it, I'm here. I don't know how powerful I'll be or if I'll be able to kill her, but
Ooh.
I mean...
Malek, I don't think you're going to be the one to kill Death.
Well,
You
the
have
aspect anyways.
way too much life in you. But We should, I think, go downstairs and wait for the other two. It's fairly important what I need to say.
Okay.
And then I'll give him a hug and then get off the bed.
Alright, so the two of you make your way downstairs and wait for the others to return.
I make a minor illusion of a white kitten.
Aww.
And then disappears again. Just like really temporary, like just about managed to do it and then make it disappear again.
Hey. That was good.
So, Morgane, you are again led by Ava to another clearing. And give me a stealth as well as one for Ava, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Shit, I forgot where hold on. Oh, hey, damn.
All right.
Damn,
So-
girl.
Better.
This time around, you kind of get the hint from Ava and follow as she does, creeping along the forest floor. And you find a clearing with a rather spooked-looking boar. It appears that Ava has again tracked down the same boar that you guys found before. And this time it's just kind of laying down. But it seems to be looking around rather nervously. And Ava just lays flat and then looks at you.
Okay. I kind of look at her like, what do you want from me? Like, I know she can't tell me, and I'm not saying anything because I'm trying to be stealthy, but like, I kind of give her like a quizzical look.
She looks at the boar and then looks back at you.
All right, I'm gonna try to sneak up on the boar. Let's see if it works. Nope, not even a little bit.
You try to creep forward to get the jump on the boar, and immediately your foot catches on a tree root, and you just face plant into the dirt. And Ava doesn't even bother pouncing after the boar this time. She just sits there, looking at you, as you can hear the boar running off into the woods again.
That nat 1.
As it starts running off, I want to shoot it.
Go for it.
I think Ava's about to really understand money a lot.
money is explained now. 26 for very small damage.
Why the advantage?
Because I am in stealth.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you fucking murder the boar. So you and Ava are just sitting there. Ava's looking at you very disappointed. And then you hear... and you see the boar get impaled by this arrow that comes flying out of nowhere. And the boar just lets out one squeal and then falls over dead.
And Leon walks out into the clearing.
Oh my god.
Leon, you hear, this one is hopeless. How is she alive?
The clinky things.
So the clinky things are for the weak.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Oh. Why do you have clinky things then? Get rid of those.
I hold them for the weak.
Oh, you help the weak.
Yes.
Why do you help the weak? They should perish.
Because they're useful inside of the walled places.
Can you tell her I'm sorry? I'm trying my hardest.
She says that she apologizes and for accidentally alerting the prey. Usually she's better at it.
Are you saying that to me or to...
No, to Ava.
Ava looks at you, Leon, then looks back at Morgane. And then Ava just starts walking past you, Leon. You hear her say, "Tell her that she is a terrible huntress. And then you just see Ava start stalking off.
The Morgane, she says you need some work.
I know. I'm not good.
And I'm gonna go clean my boar.
Alright. So, you go clean the boar. Morgane, are you gonna stick around with Leon, or are you gonna follow after Ava?
I guess I'll follow after Ava, because I just feel like bad that I disappointed her. Like, especially me, Casey. I'm just like, I really hate that I disappointed the kitty.
Why did your cat make a ranged attack with a longbow?
Because I didn't switch it.
Oh.
Make a perception check, Morgane.
Okay. Terrible, terrible, terrible today. Thanks.
You are on top of these things, huh?
I'm so bad at the all of life right now. It's terrible.
Make a strength saving throw for me, please.
Okay. I have terrible strength, so this is also going to go really badly, but okay. Yep.
Okay.
That's right. Everything
So-
goes badly. I'm terrible.
You follow after Ava, and after just a few moments following her, she seems to just vanish into the woods.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just like, where the and then you hear a rustle of bushes behind you, and you feel something slam into your back and knock you on your ass. And you see like over your shoulder, Ava is sitting on your back as if to make a point, just looking at you.
I just sigh apologetically and start, and you know, I don't want to push her off because I'd feel bad. I just kind of like look really sad, like she's not having a good day.
Please try to push her off. That would be amusing to watch.
I don't want to anger the kitty anymore. I feel bad enough that I've already upset the kitty, that it's disappointed in me.
After
She's
a
not
moment
angry.
of her just sitting there looking at you, Ava gets off of you and stalks off again into the woods, assumably back towards town.
I'm gonna head back towards my house, my parents' house, my family house, because I want to go look in my grandparents' house for some things.
Okay. So,
Well, if Ava's gonna leave, I'll just keep the pelt, because I can't carry all this meat around.
alright, so you're gonna take the pelt off?
Yeah.
Alright, roll a survival.
20.
Thank you. Yeah, you're able to get the pelt off, and should you wish it, you could also get the boar tusks.
I will take 2 boar tusks.
I would hope so, because it doesn't have more than 2.
I
There are
want 3
exactly
of them.
2. You're gonna have to find another boar then. Alright, so the 3 of you make your way back into Pearlshaw proper, make your way back to the home. And Kalare and Malik, you've been sitting for roughly like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And eventually Morgane and Leon and Ava come back in.
No, Morgane wants to go to her grandparents' house first.
Oh, okay. So you see Ava and Leon come back. Morgane is not with them.
Did Ava eat Morgane?
I think she might have wanted to. Morgane is not a very good hunter.
I mean, did you expect that would be any different?
Not really. Hunting is not where she's the most useful. She's much better when we're inside the cities.
Not everyone
Jeez.
can be outdoorsy like us.
At least one of us knows how to function in cities.
Is that my only
Shots
use to you
fired.
guys?
No, that was a compliment. See, out of the 4 of us, you're the only one who really knows what they're doing in a city.
I suspect
mean, that's
Ava's
fair,
probably
I
really
just-
good in the city. I reckon she has some secret negotiating skills in there.
Her persuasion is -2.
Oh. I take all that back.
You guys want to know what my persuasion is?
7.
+7.
God. Wow.
I'm useful. If you guys always are so mean to me, God.
So, Morgane, you going one house over to where your grandparents are you going to try to get into this one as well?
Yes.
All right. So you check the door and realize that it is locked. You don't have your grandparents' key. You just had your home key. But you know that your grandparents tend to keep one stashed around back because they're very old-timey like that.
I'm gonna go get the key out around back.
You go around back and pick up a rock, and there's just a key on the ground underneath it. Grab the key, go back around, and open up the door. Inside, you find a similarly built house. Same thing, 2 stories. You find that, again, the living room area as well as the kitchen looks like it's been trashed.
Mm-hmm.
Upstairs, you again find the bedrooms don't appear like they have been touched at all.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 spare bedrooms that your grandparents had just for whatever guests may come over
Mm-hmm.
have a nice thick layer of dust in them. Looks like there hasn't been anybody home really. Your grandparents' actual bedroom itself, same thing. Looks like it hasn't been touched, but there's no thick layer of dust.
Right. I'm gonna search my grandparents' bedroom for money.
Roll me a investigation.
It's gonna go really badly, but okay. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da.
Looking around, you find a few stray coppers, a few silver pieces that your grandparents just misplaced or placed on a dresser and left there. But it seems like the bulk of the money that your grandparents had probably hidden away somewhere, and you have no clue where it is that they kept it.
How much do I find?
You find about 3 silver pieces and 6 copper.
Okay.
For your grandparents,
I
you know
can't
this is like the
do
pocket change that they would lose.
Math. So mad at myself right now.
3 silver, 6 copper.
No, I just can't. I have 9 copper pieces and I'm trying to add 9 and 6, but my brain is like fucking fried today.
15.
Oh my god.
I know, kill me. I'm so terrible at math. This is why I can't math. I use my looks and not my brains. So I'm gonna search and see if I can find the recipe for my family wine.
The recipe for the family wine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Roll investigation.
Hey, much better.
When it's about
you-
wine, you're there.
Damn right.
You search the house for where the recipe is.
Who's dying?
I don't know. Hold on, I'll check.
Okay.
Okay. This is where we watch Neil's house burn down, and I get really sad.
Mm-hmm.
Live on
Live
Twitch.
and on camera tonight.
If it starts setting
No.
on fire, then I'll pull his screen out a bit bigger so we can all...
No, that's how you get banned from Twitch.
That seems to be fine. Something goes sailing behind his chair.
Uh,
Good.
Searching around your grandparents' house for the recipe for the wine itself, you don't find it.
No?
Mm-mm.
Okay, in that case, I'm also gonna search for more casks of wine. 'Cause everyone in my family has them fucking around the house.
I will lump it in with the 18. During your search for the recipe, you do find 2 more casks.
Cool. So I know that they're there. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go out, lock the door, put the key in my back pouch, and go back home.
All right.
And then I'm going to search my parents' room and see what's in their trunk. Well, I guess after whatever happens.
Let's take a quick break
Okay.
so
As
everybody
Neil,
can go use the
that's
restroom, and we can let Neil get back.
Yeah,
Assuming
from
that his
his
house
house being
hasn't
on
burned
fire. Yeah. Alright, so we'll be back in a mo. Most of us are back?
Yeah, unfortunately, Ava couldn't tolerate Morgane's failure at hunting, so she ate her.
And then there were 4.
Well, I mean, technically, she's the only one not with the rest of us.
Next up's Malik. Malik's gonna have to go hunting with Ava, and if he fails, then she's gonna kill him.
It's a test.
Yeah. Tell
is this
Ava
Onyx's
I'll go
win
hunting.
condition?
I have to have Ava eat everyone for failing their hunting test.
This is like playing Betrayal.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be late.
It's
What did
okay.
Ava spit you back up?
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
Yeah, Ava comes in with, like, you know, the tattered remains of Morgane's cloak, because she can't break through it because it's magic.
How bad? How long have you guys been up that I missed?
Only about 30, 40
5
seconds.
minutes.
Only about 35 seconds?
Yeah, you're not too
Oh,
bad.
that's not too bad. Fuck you, Neil.
Wow, the aggression.
But
I
while you
know.
were gone, Ava ate Morgane because she sucks at hunting.
Everyone hates
That's
me
okay.
so much.
No, I don't.
I
I'm
don't
just
hate you.
kidding. I'm sorry.
I know.
You provide me with hours of amusement.
This is how I feel about all of you. Just love. Just love.
So, Morgane eventually came back into her parents' house, where the rest of you were convened in the living room.
I hear your hunting went well.
Yeah, not really.
Well, she went hunting, and now there's a dead boar. It seems like it went pretty well.
Uh-huh.
You did that.
Shh, I'm trying to help you.
It's okay. I found more casks. I'm gonna make more money. That's what's important to me.
Maybe your cat would like me more if I went hunting with it at some point.
And get rid of any money you have. She doesn't like money. Money is for the weak.
I'll carry all your monies. I don't care if your cat thinks I'm weak. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, she already knows you're weak. She doesn't have to think.
Listen, in our world, it's the money makes you powerful in our world.
I must be pretty powerless then. Only 13 gold.
So wait, if I give you all my money, then that means I wouldn't be able to kill you? Let's test this.
That's not what powerful means. Even the person who can hunt is not immune
Excuse
from
me.
being killed.
Well, see, that's the problem. That's what powerful means to Ava. You have different definitions.
Even your cat isn't immune from being killed, dude.
And then in her mind, then she deserves to die.
I agree.
Well, too bad, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna go upstairs.
I think you should sit down.
Okay. And
And
take
then-
a seat.
I'm gonna stand up so she can take her seat. So, Malik's filled me in on quite a bit on what happened. And, is there anything you want to ask me before saying what I need to say?
I just want to cough a little bit. No, I mean, are you okay? Generally speaking?
I don't need to eat. I don't need to drink. I don't think I even need to sleep that much. I'm a cleric of death. Not okay.
Cleric?
Wait, so you switched classes?
No, I think I can still do all my monk stuff, but
Hey, Arch, do we know what clerics are?
Nope.
What's a cleric?
the aspects she said I was to be her first cleric, go around spreading the word of what death actually means. It seems that people seem to forget there is a natural order in this world, that the things that are dead should stay dead, and when it's your time, it's your time. She was going to let me be until someone pointed out that there was someone like me she might want to consider bringing back into this world. Because our opinions are so... Because similar, if not the same. Her opinions and mine are essentially one and the same. She wanted me to... She's branded my soul to hers. I am her cleric. I will go around reminding people of what death is supposed to be. It's supposed to be an end. It's what's supposed to make this life worth it. Knowing that there is a final. And you guys took that from me. I knew going back for Valen was probably going to get me killed. But I knew in that moment who I was. Someone who doesn't leave a friend behind. Helps other people escape. And that path would lead me to my death. And in that moment I was okay with that. As a monk there are 2 ceremonies I can go through. Complete self, which I've done. And perfect self, which is what I was aiming for. In that moment I was my perfect self. I can never achieve that again. And to top all this off, you've paid a price and forced one on me. Of everyone here, I thought at least you, Malik, might have understood. Leon, I know that you probably wouldn't because you brought Ava back. But I was done. I'm not going to tell you what death was like, but I was done. And I was fine with that. And now she won't send me back to where I was. So yeah. That's where I'm at. She's just gonna sit on the floor.
Malik just looks kind of disappointed. He's not really
I'm
saying
so
much.
sorry.
I understand. I do. And really deep down here somewhere, I don't blame any of you. I just can't forgive you for it.
Maybe eventually you can.
Definitely not right now.
Understandable.
But there's no point crying over it. I'm here now. At least I get to see you all again. Looks like you really are stuck with me. Does anyone want to ask anything?
Malik just shakes his head.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go for a walk. And she's gonna get up and scratch Ava behind the ears and then leave.
Ava just sits there and takes the scratches. And then you walk out the door. What are the rest of you doing?
Malik's gonna go
Morgane is going to stop Malik really quickly and be like, "Do you mind if I just have a moment in my parents' room alone for just a minute?"
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you so much. And she like gives him like a sad smile and pats him on the shoulder and goes, I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
I know, but I'm still sorry. And then she walks up the stairs to her parents' room and opens up the trunk.
Okay. Inside of the trunk, you find several sets of what appear to be finer clothes that your parents wore to more upscale events. You find your father's set of, shall we say, very fine cologne. You know that this to be your father's, how shall I say, more convincing odor.
I don't know what you mean. I legitimately have no idea what you're saying.
You just know that your dad had a had a way with words with people whenever he was wearing this cologne.
I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
What else is there?
That's pretty much it.
I'm also gonna take a dress of my mom's.
Sure.
And I'm just gonna do an investigation to see if I can find any money in their rooms. Because every little thing helps.
Go for it.
It's gonna come out badly. Let's see. Da 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 da. Where's my investigation? There it is. Oh, hey, damn.
Searching around, you do find that there is some money laying around. In total, you find about 3 gold pieces and 6 silver.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna take my dad's cologne. Hold on. And my mom's dress, so I'll put those. Is there like something special about the cologne I should note when I put it down in my equipment?
Just put it down as your dad's cologne.
Okay. Does it give me a bonus to anything? Because it's...
You don't know.
Fine. Okay, and I'm gonna go down and tell Malik that he can have the room, and then I'm gonna go to my room.
Okay.
Oh, and wait, I'm just gonna go to my room, and I'm gonna put the rest of the cask that I had been drinking the other night that I didn't finish. I'm going to put the rest of it into my flask.
All right.
That's all.
I'm gonna follow Kalari.
Are you trying to be sneaky?
Yep.
She's not. She's just basically circling around the edge of the house.
Oh, if she's just going around the house, then I'll probably just like sit up on a roof so I can watch her. Just make sure no one tries to come kill her or kidnap her.
All right. Obviously, Ava is joining you because it's Ava.
Mm-hmm. You want both stealths?
I mean, it doesn't particularly matter unless you are actively trying to stay out of sight and make sure that Kalari is not aware you're there.
She didn't seem to want me or anyone else around for that matter. I think I'll try to actively stay out of sight.
Go for it.
16.
That's probably way beyond my passive perception.
Yep.
And for Ava, 26.
Yep.
The white cat in the middle of the night is not seen by the dark figure in the shadows.
Still a cat, even with the color.
That's definitely spelled wrong.
That is absolutely spelled wrong.
I just uncondensed like my items, and I saw that, and I was like, oops.
All right. So, Kalare, what you doing?
She's basically just trying to, like, I imagine her way of, like, meditating is, like, the walking meditation thing, where you focus on the steps and the movement. So
Okay.
she's probably doing that just to calm herself down, to be able to, like, you know, push all that shit back inside. Yeah. And then probably after that, I don't know, probably just go back inside and go back up to her room unless Leon wants to talk to her.
As you walk in the door, Leon will just kind of hop off the roof behind you and walk in. Still not going to say anything, but it's enough to let you know that he was watching the whole time without talking. As he walks by, he'll just say, "I didn't know," and go up the stairs.
Gonna reach for his hand. I don't blame you. Yeah, I don't blame you. If it was Malek, I wouldn't have done any different.
Still hurt you without meaning to. Apology is needed.
Well, maybe in time. We'll be okay.
I nod.
I let him go because I suddenly think I realise we're both going up the stairs.
We are.
Yeah, I'll just follow him up and not really say anything, and then just go into my room with Malek.
I'll go into brother's room.
Okay.
Malek, okay.
No, he doesn't acknowledge you when you come in. He's laying in bed.
I guess I'll lay in bed too. Just put my arm over him.
You can tell he's not asleep, but
Sorry.
he's not moving.
Nor is she. I did say I was sorry.
No, roll 20.
Rip roll 20.
Your connection to the server has been interrupted. No! I need my things.
He needs his things. Alright, we'll talk over it, it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I can talk, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, we're good. Continue.
I'm sorry. I did say I was going to be sorry.
You don't have a reason to be sorry.
I do.
No, you don't. I mean, I just wish I'd known. Reed never cared about explaining things to me. He didn't want to teach me. I made him. He wanted to study the disease, the creature. He knew about it. It killed him, much like it killed everyone else. But he didn't care to teach me properly. That's why I was looking for Luca. And now all of that is not a concern because it's under control, apparently.
Well.
But I don't have anything else to do. And I just wish that I had known. And so, you don't need to be sorry. I'm sorry.
You don't need to be sorry either. When...
Someone needs to be.
It's not going to make any difference now, is it? I'm here.
No, it's not.
Well... I'm not sure I'm ever going to be able to be okay getting past this. But I didn't lie before. I do love you. And if I had wanted to come back, it would have been to help you.
Help me with what? The issue was solved. That's the thing. I wish there was a better outcome. Now I'm just here for you and you're here for me and now we're just floating around, doing fucking nothing.
We are apparently going to become aspects. And we're not here just for each other. We've got the other two. They have things they need to do. Not that my mission at the temple means anything anymore, but I have a new mission now. I mean, there's still things in this world that we can stop. There's things that you know that I don't. are so full of life and nature. It's wow.
You're saying this about someone who laid practically dead in bed for all of his life.
And look where you are
All
now.
of it. Yeah, here, having made great mistakes.
Oh, I'm not without mistakes. No one is. But you're living in this world. You've come out from wherever it is you've been, laying dead in a bed, to learning how to be a druid, turning.
That got me nowhere. I was naive. It didn't help at all. It wasn't ever going to get me any closer to understanding the creature like I thought it was.
So, do you regret it? Do you regret
No.
knowing what you know? It's just a different path. So what? The end isn't where you thought it was going to be. It's just going to take you somewhere different, that's all. And you can feel lost, but you'll find a different way soon. I know. Just don't give up. Besides, death pretty much won't let me give up, so gotta make sure you don't either.
How is it in death that you have more wisdom than me?
Well, maybe when you get to my age, seeing the things I've seen. I don't know, Eric. I don't know. I don't know what the hell a cleric is. I guess we're about to find out, huh?
I guess.
Why don't you go to sleep?
I'll try.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shut the fuck up and just keep my arm around him so I know that I'm there. And see
Alright.
how much sleep I can get.
Roll for sleep.
So everybody goes to sleep. Kalare, you find that after about 4 hours, you really don't feel tired anymore. You wake up feeling refreshed. Or what I guess you would consider to be refreshed anyway. Malik is still asleep beside you. Sun has not come up just yet.
I think... No, she probably won't leave. She'll just sit up and cross-legged on the bed and just, you know, kind of try and relax and meditate and work through some stuff. But she's not going to leave until Malik goes up.
Alright. So another few hours pass by. Everybody wakes up feeling
Life's a show, and we all
still kind of down a little bit. The night before was a little bit heavy. But the sun is up. What is everybody doing?
What's the time?
It's like 8 a.m.
Well, okay, I'm gonna be like, all right, guys, I know we need to leave, but we can't leave until after I've sold these casks at noon. So, yeah.
Seems fair. Oh,
So what are you guys going to do in the meantime then?
Could hunt for breakfast.
Don't forget we have to pick up our order if we actually went through with that.
We
I
did
don't
not.
We did not.
No.
I have a fancy new outfit.
We left. We bothered that man for a long time and then left and gave him no money.
Well, I'm gonna give him money when I get my family back. Oh, I know what I'll do. No. Well, what time? I would know this. What time does the clothing shop open?
The clothing shop opens up at like 9 a.m.
All right, I'm gonna grab a cask of wine from my grandparents' house, and bring it to him, to the name that I knew like 5 seconds ago and have now forgotten because I'm terrible. Thanks. Sorry. I'm sick. You can't blame me. I can.
Panrin?
Panrin, thank you. I'm so bad at this, and it's like right in front of my face. And I'm like, where in the sentence is it? I can't find it. Yeah, I'm gonna bring Panrin, my friend Panrin, a cask of wine because I told him I would last night.
Aww. How big are these
We're
casks?
friends.
About like. All right, that doesn't really help.
No.
Figure it's probably each one probably holds about like 4 gallons.
That's not bad. I'll carry all those for sure. I can turn into something, and you can just stack them.
Okay, well, I was gonna also ask him if he had like a wheelbarrow or something. So let's see that
Go
first.
ask him to borrow a wheelbarrow to bring him the booze you said you'd take him last night.
No, I only said I'd bring him one. I didn't even say I'd bring him any, frankly. I said I could bring him one, maybe. And I'm bringing him one, and then I'm going to say, I'm giving you a cask. Can I borrow a wheelbarrow, basically? Anyway. I'm going to do that.
So you're taking 1 cask over to Penryn?
Yes.
Penryn? Oops. Put the E instead of
Penryn,
the A.
yes.
All right. Is everybody going with, or are you just going by yourself? What is going on with that?
I don't know, does anyone want to come with me? Someone should.
I probably would have offered. Because
Yep, I'll go
like,
as well.
I've been out for goddamn hours, I'm probably bored.
Yeah, Calorie, come with me.
I feel left out. I said I'd go and I was completely ignored. I see how it is.
Perhaps we
Yeah,
should
Leon,
all
you can
go.
come too. Why not? If you all want to come. I just feel bad for Calorie. I want her to, like, forgive me, so I'm trying to be nice to her.
Hey, Leon.
Yeah.
Is Ama down for a hunt?
I'm sorry, who?
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 Ava.
Okay, because I could have sworn.
I previously already said Emma.
Yeah. I could have sworn you said
absolutely did
Ama.
not. I promise that I did not.
Everybody else heard it.
Everybody else heard Emma.
Listen back. We got the track. Pull the track back.
Hey, Ava, you want to go
Please,
hunting?
please,
Meow,
when
meow,
you,
meow,
Meow,
I
meow,
don't,
meow.
I don't. If it's not too much editing, when you put this up on YouTube, blood, can you please, like literally after he says that, put the back up the part where he says Ava, just for like a second.
I will like slow it down and have it on loud.
Yes,
It's not what I said though.
it is 100% what you said,
And
but
if it's not what
okay.
you said, I have enough recordings of you saying Emma to put it in.
Fuck you. All right.
Alright, we're going for a walk.
Did Ava want to go for a hunt?
Yeah, fuck it.
You guys go on. We'll fetch breakfast, I guess. We'll just be a minute.
All right, so Morgane and Calorie are going off to deliver a cask of wine to Panrin, and Malik, Leon, and Ava are going off hunting. I think that's a good place to call it for the night.
Yeah. Right, that means I need to do stuff, right?
Yep,
Oh shit.
take us out.
Oh
Do,
shit.
do, 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 do.
Boom!
Please don't yell at us more.
You're all fucking idiots. How
Okay,
dare you.
that
Worse
was
people.
that was a fun thing. Let's start off with let's be different. Let's start with the Arch. How did that go, and where can we find you online?
You can find me on Twitter at arch_DND, or you could also find me on our podcast Twitter at TLDpod, because I run that as well and it's fun.
Taking away
My-
the magic by admitting that you run it.
I'm
Everyone
breaking
knew anyway.
the wall. What fourth wall? I can't see it. My favorite part definitely had to be the fact that Ava was just judging Morgan the hunt. That I think that's hilarious. And now Ava's gonna have more personality because she can kind of sort of talk, but only to Leon.
That's awesome.
And Leon changes everything she says into other less insulting things.
Right. Because Leon likes to be more tact with his dialogue.
I feel if Ava and I could ever communicate, it would be a fairly straightforward conversation.
You suck at hunting. Yes, I know, I do. Okay.
Yeah,
Whole
pretty much.
conversation right there.
Yeah, they'd have that like standoffish respect. They'd be fine. Okay, if that was it, Arch, then yeah. Well, you said it next, so on to Onyx.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at OnyxUWE, very occasionally. And my favorite part, God, so much happened this episode. It was either the dramatic how we messed up from Clare, because that actually made me feel kind of bad. Like, me, not just Leon. Or, for the lighthearted side, definitely the Morgane, Ava hunt. That was amusing.
That was actually ridiculous. Right, who do we go on to now? Well, we're following the top row apparently, so Casey.
Hi, I'm Casey. My favorite part of tonight was that oh my god, why I look it's way too close. My favorite part was definitely the Morgane and Ava hunt. That was so fun. And I feel really bad that I disappointed the kitty. My other favorite part is that I negotiated that sale. We are gonna make so much gold. And
we're gonna find out casks are worth like 150 gold
yeah.
or something.
Oh yeah.
You know what? That's it probably, but we're still making like almost 300 gold on it.
We're
So
making something from literally nothing.
yeah.
We didn't have this gold when we walked in, we're gonna have this gold when we walk out. Well, some of us didn't have that gold when we were pushed in. Now we have the gold walking out, so it's gonna be fine. Cool. Neil.
You can find me on Twitter at Bardic Martin. My favorite part was the hunt and also the little man that or the tailor shop.
Panrin?
Ethan,
Yeah.
Ethan 2.0.
No, that's different. Ethan always just wanted to help.
He was very helpful towards
It's very
Clare.
helpful.
He was a fun little guy, and he needs to go run the clothes in the mine now that that's not happening anymore.
Yeah, we've got to help him with that. No matter what, this is our main quest now. Fuck this like path aspect head. Gotta get this
We
guy.
have to our whole goal for becoming aspects is so we can use our power to help this one guy open a clothing store.
Yes, agreed.
Because Malik fucked his up very badly.
Yeah, that's an excellent idea. Okay, you can find me on Twitter at blood_BTP and the website bloodthirstypuppets.co.uk. Next time I'm online is tomorrow over on Skagess channel. Also, please go check out Skagess Patreon because the dude is a great man. Go help him. For me, wow, I really, as much as I hate shopping, I enjoyed her getting her new outfit because that guy was hilarious. And coming out in a white jacket without a shirt, what a classy move.
Man.
It was so good. One of my favourite bits in that entire game, other than I'm so sorry for making you feel bad, Leon. And Onyx.
It was great.
I didn't mean to.
No, it was perfect.
Good. Well, you know, no feels there at all. It's okay. It's all good. Right. Is there? We need to thank Kevin MacLeod for all the free music that we heard today. Incompetent.com. Go check that out. It's free, and that's why I have to shout it out. Is there anything anybody would like to shout into the void before I finally shut off for the night?
Meow.
Go check out the Lucky Die podcast. That's about it.
Oh yeah, shit. Yeah, go check that out too. It comes out Monday, right?
Yep, new
Yeah.
episode comes out Monday.
Things happen. It's
No.
a Monday.
Nothing happens.
Things happen on Mondays.
Nothing bad happens. It's
Nothing
all
bad happens in the podcast. It's just Mondays, man.
nothing but good news and smooth sailing in Fall Psalm.
We all
Yeah,
get
islands full of cannibals.
exonerated.
Of course. And that will happen on a cold day in hell. So we will catch you guys on another time. Laters. Sorry, he knows this.
Rip earphone users.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ow.
I'm just worried about Neil. Like, is
I think
everything?
it's supposed to the battery's gonna fall off.
Wait, that wasn't your first go-to? That's what literally the first thing I do is just rip the batteries out.
They're new batteries,
Oh my
so the
God.
machine is acting up. I don't know why.
Might be a short somewhere.
Or maybe there actually is a fire and you're just ignoring the danger.
There's not a fire. You can see me.
Are you sure? Because
it's on the bed.
I mean, just a little while ago, Ava was seriously burning Morgane. So, I mean...
Where the fuck was
It's
I?
broken.
Back to serious moment.
Where the fuck was I? Oh, yeah.